you want like a ledger style thing, like just a simple diary, like today I went to the gym, yesterday I went to the office, just tomorrow I'm going to the library, something like that. It's kind of hard because that type of information gets buried through how much stuff is on Twitter, Facebook, other stuff. So what we're planning to do is just simplify it and say Max was at the library, Sarah was at the gym. That's it. So when you log in and you see your feed, that's all you see is your friends and where they've been. Or you can go and look by location. So for example, if you are on campus and you want to see how many people are at the gym in the last hour, you can go click and then say gym last hour and it'll show you. So maybe 20 people were there in the last hour. And if you have friends who were at the gym, then it'll tell you. It'll be, gym last hour, 20 people. Max and Sarah were there. And so we think this is really, interesting because like that gives you a different way to, I guess, think about or like learn about your, either your environment, your school, your city, whatever, type of environment you're in. Also, things like events. This is a useful thing for that because say you can have like a big, concert, a big, art gallery, anything like that, and then people can just, ideally log into that. The way it works is we're just taking, when you log in, you check in, we just get GPS coordinates and timestamp, and we use that, tie it to your identification, and then make a log of it. And then the whole database is just identification, so you know who the person is, the user, and then where they were and at what time. And that's literally it. Which is also exciting because we're planning to continue this after HopHacks, so we're hoping in the future to have support for extracting from databases. So for example, there's a Baltimore open source data project that makes available data like crime or cultural, like things like that. So for example, the future hope is that we'll be able to just have a thing go through all that, automatically extract the GPS data, the timestamp, all that stuff that is made available by Baltimore, and then automatically generate events that people can then sign into or just see and look at, things like that, like learn about their city, see, this week there's this concert, there's this cool band, or like all this other stuff's going on that I didn't even know about, and we feel like it's pretty, novel idea that we see things like, we've been compared to Foursquare, but I've been on Foursquare and I see it's a little bit more than what we're trying to be, in the sense that it's more just big overall. We're trying to keep it really simple, just really like, this happened, this person's there, stuff like that, this many people, really simple, really easy to understand, easy to interact with, stuff like that.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, guys. We're really excited to see what you guys are going to be presenting tomorrow. So good luck and happy hacking. Hey, guys. How's it going? Hey, so I'm Dan, and we are walking around interviewing some of the students here just to kind of get an idea of what you guys have been working on. So first of all, can I get your names and the schools you're from?
Sure. I'm Andy. I'm from NJIT.
I'm Brandon from Drexel.
Awesome. Great to meet you guys. So what exactly have you guys been hacking on the past day and a half?
So our app is called Memoria. So it's Spanish for memory, or Latin for memory. So the point is we take any photos or video or even audio and put it into our database, and we create a feed so you can have almost like a memory of what you've done. So let's say in a road trip, you take pictures and anything, recordings or anything like that, which was funny or sad or whatever, and we have it all ready for you, all pretty and nice. Yep.
Awesome. And what platforms and technologies are you guys using?
So we use, what was it?
Mainly we're using Meteor.
Yeah, Meteor.js, and so also that's connected with MongoDB. So those are the two main platforms we're using.
Cool. And is this going to be a website or a mobile app, or what are you guys going to be running on?
Currently a web app. We're trying to compile it to Cordova or a mobile application. Still running into some issues, but hopefully we'll have something to demonstrate.
Awesome. Of course, you guys have all night, so good luck to you guys. Thanks for talking with me, and happy hacking.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep going. Oh, feel free to take a cupcake too, guys, if you want one. Go for it. Thank you to MLH for providing these amazing, yummy cupcakes. All right, let's keep walking. All right, so we are coming up on actually our headquarters over here to the right. You can see the MLH flags and some of our organizers in there and a volunteer. Let's see if I can get them to wave. Wave to the camera. Wave. Come on, guys. Ah, they're tired. It's okay. We'll just keep on going. All right. Excuse us. No worries. Hey guys. So I'm Dan. You haven't met me before, and we are actually holding live interviews. So you guys are live right now on our stream, isn't it? We're holding live interviews to kind of see what you guys are up to. What have you been working on the past day and a half? Oh, yeah. There's a couple. We're also being recorded. All right. So, yeah, first can I get your names and the school that you're from?
Yeah, my name is Eric Calder. I'm from Johns Hopkins University.
My name's Philip Cho, and I'm also from Hopkins.
Awesome. Yay. Hopkins representing. All right. So what have you guys been working on the past day and a half?
So we've been working on streaming games from Amazon EC2 server to your computer.
Oh, that's really cool. What kind of games?
Will be any game. We're focusing on Steam games, but it technically can run any games. And this is mostly for people who don't have enough power for a computer, or if they have a MacBook, but still want to get the full experience of all the games.
Cool. So it sounds like you guys, like latency and network timing is kind of a big issue for you guys, or that's the big bottleneck that I could foresee. So have you guys been encountering any issues with that? And if so, what have you been doing to kind of mitigate that?
Yeah, definitely. So on the Hopkins Wi-Fi, we've been getting around 200 milliseconds ping, and that has been hindering our game experience. So what we did is, first of all, we tried the wired connection, and turns out we actually get only around 50 milliseconds ping, and you actually do not notice the delays. So playing on wired definitely works. So currently what we're trying to do is somehow optimize the wireless part so that when we decode our videos and when we encode our videos, when we send our videos, we can compress it further so that the stuff we're sending are smaller and we wouldn't get as much of delay. So that's what we're trying to optimize as of this moment.
Gotcha. So you're trying to make the files bigger so that when you send them over the wire, it'll be quicker, the delivery time. That's really cool. So what technologies are you guys using? Languages, platforms, that sort of thing?
So we've been mainly using EC2 for, we set up an image with NVIDIA Tesla graphics card, and we've been also working with NVIDIA technologies like NVIDIA Grid, which is used to encode the video using the graphics card. And on the client side, we've been using a virtual VPN to set up so that the client and the server can communicate. And we also have Steam, which is what we use to stream games from the server to our client.
Cool. So is Steam running on both the client and the server, or just the server?
Yeah, it's running on both. You have to have the same account to sign on both. So technically, what this aspect is designed for is for you to stream to a TV from your home computer. So we sort of changed the concept so that you can actually stream from the server to your laptop. So instead of streaming at home to your TV, where you're streaming from the server to your laptop. So the distance will obviously be greater, so higher latency. So that's what we're trying to deal with as of this moment.
Cool. That is awesome, guys. And do you guys think you'll have something ready for a presentation at 10 a.m. tomorrow?
Yeah, we think so. I mean, everything is working. So all we need to do is really to optimize the latency as of this moment.
Cool. That's really awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for your time. I'm going to let you get back to hacking. But good luck.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
We'll see you tomorrow. All right. What an awesome team. Let's see. Do you guys want to head on in here? All right. Hey, guys. How's it going? You mind throwing on the lights real quick?
The lights are actually broken.
Oh, they're broken? That is too bad. Can we still see on the camera? Okay, we're gonna come on in here real quick. This is actually a live stream, guys.
Oh, hey.
So you guys are live. Wave to all of our viewers out there. We have a lot of them. It's true. Hi, viewers. But so we're kind of just like walking around and just interviewing teams, just kind of to get an idea of what you guys have been working on and how you're feeling at the moment. So first, could I just get like the names of you guys and the schools that you're from? Let's start with this guy over here.
I'm Brian.
From?
Hopkins.
Nice to meet you, Brian. You are?
Barbara Hopkins, BME.
Great. You're gonna have to come over here to the mic.
Lucy, also from Hopkins.
Hey guys, well that is cool. I'm glad you're all from Hopkins. Hopkins representing. So what exactly have you guys been working on for the past day and a half?
Mainly background research. Yeah, because we're all learning the languages for web applications, like because we haven't done this before. So it's been a lot of like
Google.
stalling and like trying out different web frameworks and then switching, and then now we're gonna learn JavaScript so we can do the front end part of this.
Awesome. Well, that's what a hackathon is all about, right? Just kind of playing around with new technologies and learning on the go. So that's cool that you guys are getting exposure to all those. So what technologies / frameworks have you been using thus far?
Okay, so we're mainly using Python, but we've switched around from
Flask,
Cherry, Py, Flask, and then
we ventured into Django for a little bit.
yeah. But now we're gonna just focus on JavaScript and learning that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Do you guys have any sort of like project in mind for the near future? Sure. Here you go, Brian.
Okay, so basically, it's gonna be a web app for squatting in Baltimore. So if you can't find a place to stay and you're homeless, then what the app will do is it'll tell you where the nearest vacant house is and also the safest. So we're combining two data sets. So like one data set is crime in Baltimore, and then the other data set is the vacant housing in Baltimore, and that's all open data. So then what we're thinking of doing is creating a crime heat map, and just overlaying that with the vacant housing. So let's say you're somewhere in Baltimore and you need a place to stay, and then so you look up you find like a vacant place to squat for the night, but it turns out there's actually been a murder there. Like, well, you probably wouldn't want to.
I hate when that happens to me.
So the app will tell you, oh no, don't go there, go somewhere else where it's safer to be homeless.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like something I'm definitely going to be using. Caveat?
Squatting is illegal, but it's okay.
But if you're homeless, you have nowhere else to go. So great. That sounds like a really cool civic hack, guys. It sounds like you're using the Baltimore Open data set as well.
Yep.
Before Willis leaves, you guys all want to grab an MLH cupcake from our sponsor?
Why not? I'll grab one for you, Brian.
They're very tasty.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you guys so much for the interview. And good luck and happy hacking. We'll see you tomorrow morning. All right. All right, we're going to head down the elevator to the second and first floors. So we're going to stop the stream for a bit so you guys don't get a view of the inside of the elevator. We'll see you all soon. In 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, I am on the second floor of Hackerman Hall right now, and we've encountered another team, obviously creating some awesome stuff. So first of all, can I get your guys' names and the schools that you're from?
Sure. My name is Abhi Verma. We are from Rutgers University.
You're all from Rutgers? Awesome.
Yeah. My name is David Wad.
And my name is Anand Rao.
Great to meet you guys. So can you just give me a little quick overview of the idea that you've been working on and the progress thus far?
Would you like to explain it or not?
Okay, so basically, we decided to tackle the problem that when how and whenever you come to a hackathon like this, there's a whole bunch of recruiting tables and there's a whole bunch of people wanting to hand their resumes, right? That always happens, and then there's always such a large influx of people trying to get at that one table and that one recruiter, right? And so instead of bugging people to get send you your resume or asking the recruiter for for the emails and things like that, so we're trying to create an app that kind of uses like an NFC chip that you can just kind of put on, say the recruiting table, and we have an app on the phone that you can just bring there and slap up on the chip, and it'll send your resume as long as the recruiter has the app. Or you can ask the recruiter to give you the email, and there's a functionality on the app to just type their email in, and it'll send the recruiter an email with your resume and your links to your LinkedIn and GitHub profiles. So
essentially an email you've already written, so that you don't have to write them a personal one.
Do you want to repeat that?
Essentially, you can send them an email you've already written with your resume and other information attached, so that you don't have to write a new one for every recruiter, and you can just slap their email into the app and just send them that.
Great. That actually sounds really useful. It sounds like something we could even use here at HopHacks. Cool. Well, what technologies are you guys using? Which platforms do you expect this to be on?
For the web app, we are using Python and Flask. For mobile development, we are using Android Studio. I mean, we're developing an app over Android.
Awesome. What stage are you guys at? Do you think you'll have something ready for tomorrow? Some sort of minimum viable product?
Yeah. It's all 80% there. I'd say that. It's all 80% there, but once he's done, we'll be done pretty quickly. But we've been struggling with Android design mostly.
Gotcha. Yeah, that can be a pain. Oh, I know for a fact. Okay. Hey guys. Hey, we are back and we are on the bottom floor of Hackerman right now, and we have another awesome team to interview. So, hey guys, how's it going? Pretty good? Okay, so before I start, could I just get your guys' names and the schools that you're from?
I'm Max. I'm a Hopkins student. I'm Trevor, Hopkins student. I'm Henry, Hopkins student.
I'm Mike, also Hopkins.
Awesome, Hopkins represent. All right, so what have you guys been working on for the past day or so?
We've been messing around with the Open Baltimore dataset and trying to make visualizations that people haven't really looked at before. So there's been a lot of heat maps and stuff made from that data. There's been very little stuff looking at actual trends, how are things changing over time, how does one dataset correlate with another. So we're trying to figure out how to
visualize
that and make a tool to make those easier.
Cool. So what sorts of technologies have you guys been using?
Mostly Python, a little bit of JavaScript. Some machine learning, Flask, it's a bunch of stuff.
Cool. So you mentioned machine learning. What sort of machine learning techniques? All right.
Support vector machine.
With the term.
Okay.
Using for classification.
So that's something that we want to enable the user to input, right? So we gather these statistics from different neighborhoods, number of reported rat sightings, right? You could use that as a classifier for some kind of health-related feature. So we want to kind of look at how you could build models with different classifiers and see if you get improved accuracy when you add a new classifier.
Gotcha. So this is kind of more of a platform for the user to kind of interpret.
Yeah, like Max mentioned, just thinking of different ways to visualize things and to see how things correlate that you may not have thought of.
Awesome, cool. Well, so how far along are you guys? What would you say the status of your project is?
We're about to put, maybe next hour or so, put everything together, get the first heat maps going.
Cool, so you think you'll have something ready for the presentations tomorrow at 10?
I'll definitely have something.
We'll have something is better than nothing. Minimum viable product, right? Cool. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Feel free to grab some of our cupcakes on the cart over there from MLH, our sponsor. Thank you, MLH. And good luck for tomorrow, and happy hacking. Thanks, guys. All right. Hey, do you guys have a quick second for an interview? Sure. Very brief. So first off, could I get your, obviously we're live, so wave hi to all of our viewers out there. Could we get your guys' names and the schools that you're from?
I'm Casey Nura. I'm from Georgetown.
And I'm James Pavor. I'm also from Georgetown.
Awesome. Georgetown, all the way from DC. Cool. Yeah. Well, what have you guys been working on the past day?
You're very good at giving the spiel.
Okay. So yeah, we are going to add a new Ethernet port to this desktop here. And it is going to lead to a passive network tap that's installed inside the machine and is monitored by a Raspberry Pi that will sniff traffic that goes to the machine, full PCAP data, and then that traffic will then proceed to a network interface card in the machine. The scenarios we thought of for this were things like, for example, a rogue system administrator who might know if you put a monitoring device in, say, his telephone closet. So instead, we were thinking that they probably don't open their machine very often. And so if you wanted to monitor their activity, see if they're like exfiltrating data, that sort of thing, by adding a network tap directly inside the machine that was low profile, didn't require any sort of software installation, but would operate entirely at the hardware level, you could kind of gain an insight into network traffic that otherwise would be hard to get.
That's really cool. I can see a lot of security applications for this. Are you guys looking for any sort of branded prize at all?
Not particularly. The book people's hardware hacks, probably book holders hardware hacks, and that's kind of it on the hardware side of things. And then of course the big prizes as well would be awesome. So we'll see if we can actually get it running for tomorrow. But
awesome. Well, good luck with that. What sort of like technologies, like in terms of languages, that are you guys using? You talked a lot about hardware. What about the software?
Sure. So the software end is mostly like Linux systems administration type stuff. Very little code as of this point. We might write some Python scripts to kind of simplify the task of like setting up and configuring it when it's installed. But most of the stuff we've been doing has been splicing wires, soldering things. We built a passive network tap here, which is based off of a splice Ethernet cable that allows us to listen to the transmissions in both directions on a duplex connection. So a lot of hardware stuff so far, very little on the software stack, and there probably won't need to be much since the goal is to have a very low-level access to network transactions.
That's really cool. Awesome. So how far along are you guys? What would you say the status of the project is? You think you'll be ready for a presentation tomorrow?
I think so. We're actually doing pretty good. Everything works on its own, but we need to put it all together inside the desktop. And if that works, then we should be pretty good. So.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. Feel free to grab a cupcake from MLH over there. And good luck for tomorrow, and happy hacking.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, let's keep going. Let's head on over to this makerspace. Looks like they're doing some pretty cool stuff in here. All right. Let's see if I can get them to come out. Hey guys. Hey, do you guys have a second? We are holding interviews, and if you guys could talk about your project for a little bit, we'd appreciate it. Spokesperson, awesome. So we are live right now, so wave hi to all of our viewers out there.
Hello, viewers.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Trust us.
A lot of them, okay.
All right, so first of all, could I get your names and the schools that you guys are from?
Yeah, so I'm Akshay Srivatsan, and I'm just here at Hopkins. Corby.
I'm Corby, and I'm also at Hopkins Junior.
Hey, I'm Max Yo. I'm also here from Hopkins.
Cool, yay, Hopkins represent. All right, so what have you guys been working on? You have a pretty cool space here.